Whether it's a home you've lived in for many years or a starter home you'd never renovated, there are some important steps you should take to successfully get your home sold. It's all in the preparation, and I will give you 5 keys to unlocking as much equity as possible in this video. It doesn't matter if your home is brand new with all the bells and whistles or built in 1962 with an original kitchen. There's one rule: keep your target buyer in mind. The way you present and prepare for showings should have that end homeowner in mind. Keep that in the back of your head through my keys to successfully preparing your home for sale. Let's get going with key number 1, declutter and deep clean. And do this, especially if you've lived in your home for several decades. Chances are you have accumulated many personal effects, some of which you've probably forgotten about, buried deep in the basement, and this process of decluttering can take a very long time. So start with a thinning out. Get rid of as many items as possible. Of course, make an attempt to sell more valuable items that you don't want anymore, but also don't be afraid to have local charities come and pick up items by the truckload. You may even have items that you consider junk. Start getting those items piled up in one room and call a junk removal service. It's quite affordable and will save you a ton of time and hassle trying to get rid of the items on your own. By the time you're decluttering, there should be no personal effects visible. If you're not moving out completely before listing the home, we should only see the furniture and the home decor. Stuff everything else in the garage, and it's okay. People understand that garages are used for storage, especially when selling a home, so it's okay to clutter up your garage. But then after all the decluttering, it's time for a deep clean. Now, you can choose to clean yourself, but for the price, I highly recommend hiring some professionals to come in and do the work for you. Tell them you'd like to upgrade the cleaning service to include appliances and windows. It doesn't matter if you do everything else right, a home that is dirty or has an odor will quickly turn any buyer away. Also, if you have a furnace that hasn't been cleaned, serviced, or certified this year, get that done too. Key number 2, updates and repairs where it's needed. I want to caution you now. Expensive remodels with the current cost of materials are rarely worth the time, money, and energy spent. Now, this should be decided on a case-by-case basis in terms of what you should actually remodel, if anything. Talk to a realtor like myself who has a good pulse on what's getting a good return in your neighborhood. But generally speaking, if you're only going to remodel one portion of the home, let's say a brand new kitchen, it could be a tough sell for a buyer to spend more money on your home than other homes in the neighborhood if the rest of your home, the flooring, the bathrooms, the lighting, and more also need work. The buyer may also not share your same taste in finishes. Many buyers of older, dated homes are actually excited about the process and the prospect of making it their own home someday, putting their own touch on it. So don't focus too much on major renovations, which will suck a massive amount of time and energy from you over the course of potentially a whole year. Instead, focus on making sure that the home is light, bright, functional, and free of damage. Paint, for example, goes a very long way. I highly recommend painting all interior walls a light neutral color if they aren't already. Go through your home with a fine-tooth comb and find every item that you can that may need repair and hire a handyman. Think minor things like drywall repair, loose door handles, leaky faucets. Also, old carpet should be replaced. There are some great inexpensive options out there. It won't cost too much to install, and it will give the perception of a very clean, well-kept home. And finally, lighting can really go a long way. If you have very old, dated light fixtures, it may be a good idea to have that handyman swap some of those light fixtures out. If nothing else, make sure all the light bulbs are bright and working. That's the cheap stuff. Let's talk about some more expensive items, your major systems and big ticket items. Now, this is an area where you may benefit from spending some serious money. It's a very gray area in terms of what should be fixed or replaced. So again, talk to a good realtor, but these items are those that most buyers will need some peace of mind on before committing to closing on a home. These items include worn out roofs, cracking sewer lines, single pane windows that are fogging up, and ancient furnaces. If a buyer is working with a good agent, they will be looking for signs of these issues during their showing. And if the buyer does commit to an offer, they will very likely bring those issues up on inspection, asking you fix the problem before they commit to closing. Now, imagine you installed a brand new roof right before going on the market, providing the buyer with not only peace of mind, but a warranty for that roof. What if you replaced all of those single pane windows before going on the market, assuring the buyer that their energy consumption in this older home will be efficient and effective? Or what about swapping out the furnace ahead of showing so the buyer knows there won't be a failure during a cold snap the following winter? Some of those big ticket items are huge selling points for this older home. It puts the buyer at ease. They know you've not only taken great care of the home, but that the chance of a major unexpected expense upon moving in is low. So consider upgrades to major systems. Save all your receipts and be sure to make the upgrades a big part of your marketing efforts when you finally list the home for sale. A carefree home will demand a higher price. My next key, curb appeal. You know what they say about first impressions. And when a buyer pulls up to your front yard, they're making a decision right then and there whether it's even worth walking into the home. Now, you can't always be in control of the weather. Snow could be covering up your lawn in the winter, but are your trash cans hidden from view? Are your front porch lights working? Is the siding damaged or stucco cracked? In the spring and summer, do your very best to have the front lawn looking lush and clean cut. And if you've painted the exterior of your home a color that's unusual for the neighborhood, consider a neutral paint job. My final key, staging and photography. So you've spent lots of time and effort decluttering and cleaning. You've had all the contractors necessary come through to give you any prospective buyers peace of mind. The home is looking clean and light and bright. Well, there's one last item that can really help your home listing stand out. Staging and professional photography and videography. If you are planning on staying in the home while it sells, you're probably not going to be doing too much staging. But if you have older furniture and decor, it may help to have some partial staging brought in to freshen up the space a bit. It's really great if you're able to move out before launching the home on the market. Now, I get it. This is not realistic for most people, but if you can, we can bring in a professional staging company to really help this home pop. Buyers will feel like they're walking through an updated model home and will be able to see themselves living in the home too. Not to mention the photos will look incredible, distracting viewers from some of the more dated parts of your home and focusing more on the space's potential. And after it's staged, hopefully you have a realtor who will take over massive marketing efforts. You've done all this hard work. Now it's time to have as many potential buyers as possible see your home. As a realtor, I hire the best real estate photographers in the Denver area who have a great understanding of space and light to make the most of every image. Then I get video of the home to blast out to thousands of people beyond Zillow through my social media. I do email blasts, I put it on my YouTube page. It's a digital world and I'm meeting buyers where they are. So I hope this helps you get an idea of what to work on ahead of launching your home for sale. My name is Ryan Haarer. I'm a realtor in the Denver area. I help homeowners navigate this every single week, and I'd love to help you too. If you'd like me to come over to your home, talk through what you should do to get the home on the market, have me introduce you to my list of preferred vendors, and of course tell you just how much you could get for your home when it's all cleaned up, please do not hesitate to reach out. Text this number on your screen or find my email address in the description below.